Well, that went a little easier than what I thought it was going to, and I just got a few little adjustments to make on it. I'm just going to make those, and I will get back with you in a little bit when I get done. I am going to work on this next, but I won't take you through that. I'll just show you what I do afterwards. I'll get back with you very shortly. I'm just going to do another couple little touch-ups on this, and then I am going to check on the furnace because it's a little over 1200 degrees in there now, and I may be able to fit another little bit in. Alrighty, so let's have a look at what I done. I put some little dots. I fixed it up a little bit. Can you see it? And I put some little dots all around the edges. So let's see how it comes out. Might work, might not. We will see. If it works good, I'll be some ecstatic. But, like I said, my track record with it is not that great. Alrighty, I'm just going to work on this for a little while, guys, and I will get back with you very shortly because this is going pretty quick. I'm surprised. It's only graphite, so it's not like it's really, really hard to mold. It's just I wasn't expecting it to go as quick as what it is, so good stuff. Alrighty, so here's what I've done with this so far. I might work on it another bit. I've added claws and I've shaped out the back pad and some of the front pads a little bit. It's going to be kind of rough inside, but you know what? That's if this works out okay, it's going to be like a very customized mold. But knowing I can do this like this works really well because now I know I can do it, and I'll be able to. I have the little block of graphite that I bought that I can reshape into a mold of my own design. Yep. We're currently sitting at 1500 degrees. Oh, she's getting red. Still not going to fit very much in there at the moment. I can get this piece in though because this piece has to burn off. And I'll be able to poke a few of these in. Yep. More of them I can get in, less I gotta put in later. These gloves are really good. They're way better than the gloves I was using. By a very, very, very large margin. That's not gonna go in there yet. Right, I'm gonna let that melt. She's still climbing. There we go, and while that's melting, I might change out my bits and see if I can do a little bit of work on this. And I think I can actually use one of my sanding bits instead of this little grinder bit. And maybe make the work go just a little bit quicker. Let's see what I got. Oh yeah. I got lots of bits that I can use. Lots and lots and oh, this one's a nice one. I've got some nice, look at these ones. Like this one here. These ones can make straight, but I think I like this round one. I'm going to have to change the chuck back out again. That's no big deal. I'll start doing some grinding with that one. I did find the actual tool for this actually, but this works. Kinda. There we go. But these little bits work fantastic. They work just as they should. I'm going to put that back away along with the other ones that I have out. Keep my stuff as clean as I can. Now you can't even see what I'm doing. Keep my stuff just the same thing I did before. I just haul out one chalk, put in another. Let's see how this round one works, because I'm trying to round out stuff and flatten stuff, and this round one might work better. This chuck goes in here. This wrench actually belongs in here, which was down in the bag. This does not. This belongs in here. My other wire wheels that were there, they're actually gone. They're no good anymore. As is this one. That's no good anymore. As is this one. That's no good anymore. They didn't last at all. This piece doesn't belong in here. This piece goes back in here. And I believe that's it for the moment. So I am ready to start doing some more Dremel carving into my paw print. Alrighty, that round Dremel bit actually carved down into this very nicely. There are still some spots that are kind of rough. But I'm going to pour one in it and see what happens. It's probably going to stick like crazy again. But I'm not going to fill it so much this time either. And then I'll see what goes on with it. I'm sitting at 1700 degrees, so I'm going to check that again and see if I can poke it down a little bit while I'm just here. Then I'm just going to sit back and relax for a little while, probably tidy up a little bit of this stuff that I have. Get some of my other molds ready, because I'm doing 2 pounds. I'm not doing 2 pounds of coins. We'll see how it goes. But I'm not going to do 2 pounds of coins. I'm just going to do like first 1 or 2 and see how they come out, and then we'll take it from there. That being said, I'm going to check that there now and see how it's going. So let's have a look. Boy, she's really glowing red now. I'm going to let that one liquefy, and then I will start adding more. It will go quicker once it hits the liquid state. So that's the plan. I do have some water over here that I got to try to deal with before I do anything, because if I lay stuff in the wet, that could be a problem in itself. I just brushed it off with the broom, the water. It should be dry by the time I'm ready to do stuff. Hopefully. Power cord popped out. I did kind of break this again after I fixed it. It still worked, luckily, for the time being. So I am going to have to take this back apart and fix it. I'm going to leave this bit on here because I may actually... come here. My elastic got away. I may actually get something have an idea, but I don't know how well it's going to work. But for this graphite block that I got, I can try to make I'm covered in graphite. I'm going to try to make something out of it. Let's take you, put you in there, put you in there. I'll leave them there because they're actually no good. I'll leave them where I can see it. This gets closed up and put away. This gets put away. It's all my Dremel bits. I zoomed in. I think I am. Nope, I'm not. I'm just that close to the camera. And my Dremel itself. It gets put in. One less thing to pack up later. Well, I've got it already done. And I can lay that out of the way. So that I'm not tripping on it. Now, I did bring this as well. This is what I was looking for earlier, because what I can do with this is, now I'm going to make a mess here that I'm going to have to sweep up, but make this slag, as you can see, you sift out a lot of the dirt, and then you remelt this. There was a big piece of wire that just fell out, so I'm just going to throw that in the copper bucket, like this, and these. There's actually a lot in there. Last time I tried to melt these, they didn't melt. I don't know why. I don't know if it's actually steel that's just copper color, but it's not magnetic. I have to do a little more research onto that one. And there's still some bundles of wire and everything in here. So next time I go to melt down, I'm going to melt this. But then I've also got my aluminum that I can sift out. And put back and melt down. And as you can see, I made a big mess, which I knew I was going to do, but that's why I got this. This stuff is all small enough. I just got to brush it back and forth, and my mess is cleaned up. Haha! But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my copper and put it in my copper jug. My slag jug. Look at the dirt at the bottom of there, guys. And what I can do, I'm going to find a way so that I'll lay these this way so that the water doesn't build up. And I may put a couple of little holes in the bottom of them too, just to keep the water from draining out of them. But as long as they're pointed downward, they should be fine for now, like so. If any rain falls on it, it shouldn't go in it, it should just run around it. But I'm not anticipating a lot of rain getting in here because it never ever did before. So, we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, that is almost all liquid. It's still not up to temperature that I needed it yet, though it's still cooking, we'll say. So I stopped, I had a little snack, I had a little drink, and I'm just waiting now for the temperature to rise above the 2000 mark. It's at 1875 at the moment because I added the last bit of stuff, cooled it off a little. Was at 1890. Now I'm just going to give it some time to completely turn molten. And make sure that it all melts and everything mixes well, because I want to get a really good mix. Hoping I get a really good color and consistency. Should be fine the way it worked out. The way I worked it out with the calculation is 10% aluminum to 90% copper. So it should work out okay. Hopefully. I think I done my math a little wrong, but it still works out. We'll see how it goes. It's getting really hot. Really hot on the fingers. I'm gonna have to put one of these ones on, I think, for a little bit. Just to be scooping out. It's probably still gonna get really hot on these too, but man, that was starting to burn through the gloves. A little bit of slag. Color's looking pretty good. I'm excited to see how the coin comes out now. In 1977, it gotta go to 2082. I'm gonna let it heat for another minute or so, and then, typical me, I can't really wait. Okay guys, this suspense is killing me. I gotta try this and see if it works. This is the mold I'm doing over here. I've been heating my spoon. My spoon still needs some work. It looks a little slaggy. That'll work though. Let's see if there's some more slag in there to be taken out. It looks like there is. Is a lot. Okay, let's try another one. one's no good. Oh, I dripped metal on my thing. Gotta be careful of that. Time to switch gloves. My dipping spoon worked, but a lot of it started to slag onto it. It worked, but it didn't work as good as I wanted. So I'm going to pour I'd like to be able to pour this cross, but I don't think I'm going to get that. I'm going to pour this and maybe the bar out of the rest of it. Some more slag built up in it. Alrighty, once again I want to thank all of you for tapping in and sticking around and hooking up this video for today. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Share it out if you want to. I do appreciate all of the support. And as always, be safe, have fun, and I will catch you all on the next one.